Hi, Hiram here. Sometime back I did some dry baking where I used these little tart tins on what's called a muffin fan guard, where I cut the legs off. I've used this for a long time. 20, 30 times I've cooked on this thing, and it hasn't affected me that much yet. Sorry, that wasn't very PC, but anyway, I had people saying that this has chromium plating, might not be very healthy and stuff like that. Could I come up with some other way to dry bake without using something like this? Plus, I think people are having problems finding these. Me, I've got a ton of them in the basement, but anyway, so I thought, I've looked around, and I had an idea that I've been playing with for a while, where I wondered what carbon felt would do if I used that in the bottom to raise the pan up off the bottom of the outside pan, to give you airspace and stuff there. I just wondered what that would do. So that's what I want to try today. Let me start this Trangia up. Let that warm up. Also, I found a couple of these pie tins at Goodwill. They're actual metal pie tins, little ones, about the same size as these tart pans. Problem with these is they're kind of like a one-use thing. Plus, they can get crumbled up real bad, real easy. This thing is solid. Plus, I could use it as a bowl if I wanted to. So I thought I'd give this a try too. So that'll just fit in there like that. What I'm going to do today is buttermilk pancakes. I like this stuff. It's really handy because it only uses water. The full bag uses a cup of water, but I usually divide this in half to make 2 batches out of it. So that would make a half a cup of water per serving. So usually I store them in bags so that I can mix them up in that. Here's a half a cup of water. I just knead it around until all the big chunks are gone. You don't have to overdo it, just get it so that the majority of them are gone. Okay. So I'm going to use this pan. What you should do is oil it, grease it, whatever. I'm just going to use some spray grease here, spray oil. You could use any kind of oil that you could spread on there. So, just take the bag, cut the end off, and just squeeze it out. Now, I fill the pans up maybe about halfway. That should be good. Okay. I don't know, maybe that's a little full, but we'll see what happens. Okay. The Trangia is going. Now, I'm going to use the West Wind stove, the West Wind pot stand, because I'm not really that worried about getting enough heat. I'm actually going to use the simmering on this. Let me see if I can put this on here without putting it out. It's a little cold out here in the garage. Okay. It's burning. Maybe I should open that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so once again, this is just one of the regular camping mess kits, the frying pan with the bowl top. I'm going to use that as an oven and put the pancake mix inside. So there's the carbon felt. I'll just put this right on the carbon felt, center it, put it over the Trangia. Now I'm not putting this down solid. I'm leaving a little air gap so that steam or whatnot can get out. And let's let that go and see what happens in about 15 minutes. Be right back. One thing I thought we should take note is when you use a Trangia burner with the simmer ring, you have a circle like that, but when you put the simmer ring on, you really only have like a crescent shape where the flames are along here like this. This is the side where the simmer ring is covering it, so the flames are coming out in a crescent shape. So since it's not coming out all the way around, what you do have to do is every so often just rotate your pot around to help spread out the heat. It's really important because sometimes it'll just heat up that one crescent spot wherever the opening is, and then the other stuff will just be cold and this might be burned, so you should rotate it around every so often. Okay, we're coming up on 15 minutes here. Let's see what it looks like. Just lift the lid. It's pulling up. For those of you that don't know, you test baking by taking a toothpick or a stick, sticking it down in. If it pulls out clean, it's done. It's not coming out clean in the center. So this still needs a little bit more time. We'll let it go from here. Okay, we're at 19 minutes. I think that's where this stuff cooked up on the last tests. I'll leave links to them down in the text area. Wow, it's looking, I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Nice and brown. I'll stick in my toothpick to see if it's done. Okay, it looks like it's coming out clean. I think so. Okay. Looks like 19 minutes might be what it takes for that. Let me take the pan or the oven, whichever way you want to call it, off the fire. I'll put this out. Now remember, never use your lid to the Trangia. It'll melt down that O-ring and really make a mess. Just use something else. Bottom of a can or something. Take that out of the way. Okay, let's see if this will come out. Nothing wrong with the carbon fiber. I didn't think there would be. This is going to be a little hot. Ouch. Came out clean. A little bit of oil there just makes it come out nice and clean. Huh. Look at that. Look at that. Nice and brown, not burned. Not burned at all. Wow. That's a little warm, a little warm. Nice pancake. A little thick, but now you just put this in a bowl, put some butter on it, some syrup. Look at that, nice and fluffy. Can you see that? Nice. Ow, so cool. Pot's still hot here. Now the carbon fiber is warm, but it's not hot to touch. I mean, I can handle it. That's the nice stuff about this stuff. You can use it for a pot holder. You can use it for this now, obviously. As far as using that other thing, where did I put it? Oh, here we go. This, it pretty much has just one use for doing my baking. That's what I've been using. You can see this getting kind of worn. Now I'm going to switch to these carbon felt. I don't know if the size matters. This is what, about a 1/4 inch thick, and I just cut a piece that, let's use the other one, that'd fit on the bottom like that, so it leaves lots of air to circulate around. Oh, I'm pretty excited about that. So there you go, dry baking with carbon felt. For those of you that didn't want to use the muffin fan guard, which I probably won't be doing it either now, you can use carbon felt. I'm rambling now. I'm kind of excited about this. So, I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max while I go and have myself a pancake. Tasty. Bye now.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.